ये क्वेश्चन पूछा इन्होंने in particular plant species under Schedule 6 of Wildlife Protection Act. Schedule 6 के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं लाइसेंस रिक्वायर्ड टू कल्टीवेट क्या है such plants cannot be cultivated under any circumstances genetically modified cross plants such plants invasive harmful for ecosystem. According to WPA 1972, which of the following animals cannot be hunted by any person except some provision provided by law? D. It's a very important time. The Environmental Protection Act 1986 empower the government to lay down standards of emission and discharge of environmental pollution from various sources. Lay down emission state required requirement to public participation in process of मतलब ये भी नहीं आ रहा ये हम करेंगे इसका स्टेट का 19 का 3 state requirement of public participation in the process of environmental protection and procedure and manner in which this DM करेगा देखते हैं throughout this question factual it can be answered with common sense statement 1 is extreme solely ठीक है and it used word solely in India elephant in WPA schedule can be owned legally by means inherent or gift हाँ सही बात है हाथी को भी हाथी पाल सकते हैं लोग ठीक है wild animal can be captured in lab for experiment and zoo or by zoo hence they cannot be sole property of government but eliminating option A and C thus eliminating option A and C है ना ठीक है statement 2 seems right example tiger protected everywhere or one can hunt out even outside protected area in statement 3 more apprehension cannot be enough and, and permission has to be taken for someone therefore only statement second is right option B is most appropriate answer wildlife protection act 1972 does not discriminate between animals found in protected area or outside protected area ठीक है it provides equal protection for wild animals irrespective or where they found it prohibits people from hunting wildlife provide legal safeguards for different species based on their status, regulate only if the wild animal becomes danger to human life or disabled beyond recovery it can be recovery can it be allowed to be captured or killed by competent authorities. The chief wildlife warden of a state may apprehension appear that a wild animal could endanger human life is not guard to capture or killing. जो मारा जाएगा ना जो मारा जाएगा वो चीफ वाइल्ड लाइफ वार्डन ऑफ स्टेट की परमिशन से मारा जाएगा important provision of amendment of WPA 1972 reduce total number of schedule 4 to 4 and removes schedule for वर्मिन species जो वर्मिन के लिए वो हटा दिया 2022 में अमेंडमेंट हुआ था शेड्यूल 1 हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ प्रोटेक्शन स्ट्रिक्ट पेनल्टीज फॉर पोचिंग हंटिंग एंड इलीगल ट्रेडिंग शेड्यूल 2 प्रोटेक्टेड species but slightly low penalty than शेड्यूल 1 this schedule now classic include listed under site in appendix 1 to 2 एक सेकंड कितनी ठीक है, ये हो गया, है ना? Regulation of elephant use for religious purpose or any other specific area. Empower central government to notify area adjacent to national power and cease conservation or further conservation reserve. Under to surrender of captive animal or animal products to keep wildlife border without compensation. Empower the central government to regulate or prohibit invasive alien species, protect native wildlife and habitat. Vermin category earlier Schedule 5 has been removed. No permanent vermin list exists anymore. So it's case by case, not individual. Forest Conservation Amendment Act 2023 न्यू नेम नेम वन संरक्षण वन अधिनियम 1980 रिनेम वन संरक्षण एवं वन संवर्धन exemption from FTA approval मतलब land within 100 kilometer of international boundaries for static project road railway security related project in west wing left wing extremism extremism affected area agroforestry and plantation on private land no longer required FTA approval. Classification of forest definition only government notified areas and those recorded in official documents before 1980 required FTA approval. Only private forests are exempted. Afforestation mandate allow compensatory afforestation or non-forestry land outside state in case of land diversion. Concern and criticism. Exemption for infrastructure project may increase deforestation in ecological sensitive zone. Potential conflict with FRA 2006 Act impacting tribal communities. देखते हैं इसमें से दो तीन चीज मुझे देखनी है एक बार देख लूंगा दोबारा certain species of which of the following organism as well known as a cultivator of fungi. Certain which of the following organism as well known as a spider तो होगा नहीं क्रैब अंतर है क्या A ant fairly factual and difficult one option where option elimination is difficult देखते हैं which of the following filter feeder octopus नहीं पता among which of the following organism does not which one does not belong to class of other fish might a crab A and B ठीक है देख इसमें इसका देख लीजिए this option was fairly factual and difficult one where option elimination is also difficult but with a carefully observation we can see that all other animals live solitary lives while ants are social animals with large colonies like humans. Thus, logically, among these options, ants are most appropriate choice for an animal that practices cultivation and grows its own food to feed its population. तो भाई साहब, the ant fungus mutualism is a symbiotic genes between certain ants and fungal species, in which ants actively cultivate fungi much like human farm crop as a food source. Leafcutter ants use leaves as their fertilizer and grow their crops on the leafcutter. They cultivate their fungal garden by providing them where freshly cut leaves protected them from pests and mold and clearing them of decay material and garbage. In return, the fungus ants as a food source Fungus act as a food source for ant larvae. इसका खेती कर रही खेती कर रही है तो अब कैसे उद्धार होगा मेरे देश का? Cuttlefish use hypnotic display to confuse prey and lure prey closer before lure striking. Tiger communicate positive emotions with special vocalization called often directed at familiar individuals. Yeah, crystal shrimps generate intense sound waves by snapping their claws, stunning small prey instantly. Albat- Albatrosses mate for life and perform intricate dance. Albatross perform lifelong pair bonds and use complex courtship distance to strengthen their relationship. Dolphins albatross recognize themselves in mirrors, showing self-awareness by inspecting their reflection. मेरा कहाँ से आता है भाई? Termite farm fungi to digest wood. ये paratoid भी है. Certain termite species cultivated fungi inside their neck and help to break down plant material for digestion. ठीक है. Farm fungi to digest wood. Certain termite species cultivate fungi inside their nests to help break down plant material for digestion. Sloths develop a symbiotic relationship with algae. Sloths develop symbiotic relationship with algae, which helps them blend in our which help them blend into their surroundings. Rats has been observed freeing trapped champions, showing empathic behavior. Greenland sharks have lifespan up to 400 years, making them longest living vertebrates. Bonobos use leaves as an umbrella to shield themselves from rain. दुनिया आगे जा रही है. Ravens use tools such as a sticky to retrieve food from hard to reach places. Elephants use branches as a fly sweater. देखने लगे भी देखना है इसका मतलब क्या होता है. Chimpanzees use spear crafted from branches to hunt bush babies. Brashes BWRASSES use rock to break open sea urchin. ये भी देखना है. Egyptian vulture use stone to press open ostriches. या green heron use bat-like insects and feathers to attract fish. Bottlenose dolphins use conch shells to trap fish and take them out. Killer whale exhibits coordinated hunting techniques such as intentional standing and wave creation. Frogs survive freezing temperature by producing natural antifreeze compounds. Giraffes engage in nets to establish dominance and access to mates. More marmosets, the monkey, use unique vocalization as name for communication. Tardigrades produce radiation resistance protein to protect from DNA from damage. ये भी देखेंगे. Woodpecker, archerfish shoot water jets to knock insects off vegetation into water. Woodpecker woodpecker finches use twigs to extract insects from tree bark. Wind octopuses use coconut shell out portable armor for protection. Gorillas use tools such as a stick to water depth create bridges. Elephant African elephant dig water hole in dry rivers. Chimpanzees use squirrel pretend bury nuts to deceive potential thieves. ठीक है, धोखा देते हैं. हनी भी हो तो कुत्ता भी करता है. हनी भी परफॉर्म waggle dance to communicate direction in the sense of food source. Sea otters use rocks as an anvil to crack open hard shell of prey. Octopus use dynamic camouflage by rapidly changing color and texture for hunting and invasion. ठीक है. Bee will build dam to create protective and habitat water environment. Yeah, pufferfish create integrate seabed patterns to attract mate. Integrate. Crow craft tool by shaping sticks and leaves to extract insect from tree bark. Dolphins use sponge as a tool to protect their snout while probing on the seafloor. Elephant mourn their dead by touching, reaching and sending wiggle their near their deceased.